Investing is very simple, but वो बोलते हैं ना लाइफ में doing simple thing is more tougher than doing hard things.
Correct.
We firmly believe that if you are able to find a good company जहाँ पर management strong है, cash flows continued हैं और आगे की earnings probabilities अच्छी हैं, then the stock will do well.
So, do you think that Indian investors have nowhere to go, and they only have the equity markets now remaining, and that is the only reason why they're choosing mutual funds, or do you think differently? But if Anthropic does this, don't you think that US is just going to go domestic instead of coming to India, and that would be a major cutoff source for our IT companies?
But we forget that Indian IT companies are the most resilient one. We have one of the best talents. Do you think हमारी companies हाथ पे हाथ रख के बैठेंगे कि ठीक है AI आएगा और हमें खा जाएगा and we'll be happy with that? Answer is no.
But taking Nifty 50 as a benchmark level, so at what price should Nifty 50 be for me to blindly buy at least 50 of those stocks at least? कि भाई ठीक है ये level पे है, this is to buy only, go considering all three perspectives. If your goal was short-term investment and short-term return, which single asset would you choose? If mid-term, with single asset, and if long-term, with single asset?
ओनली प्रॉब्लम हैपन अर्नब जब एक्सट्रीम हो जाता है, जब सब बेच के मैं सिर्फ गोल्ड खरीदना शुरू कर दूंगा, तो प्रॉब्लम गोल्ड की या इक्विटी की नहीं है, तो प्रॉब्लम आपकी है. ऑफ कोर्स मतलब मैंने ये एडवाइस एक साल पहले दिया होता तो आज मुझे भी गालियां पड़ती क्योंकि 2-3 गुना हो गया. बट समवेयर वी हैव टू टेक कॉग्निजेंस की बहुत भाग चुका है. उसका काम तो हेजिंग का है, बिकॉज अकॉर्डिंग टू मी जो गोल्ड सिल्वर था 2-3 साल पहले वो अभी इक्विटी है. व्हेन एवरीवन इज नेगेटिव यू शुड बी पॉजिटिव एंड शुड बी एडिंग.
Correct.
इन माय पोर्टफोलियो आई एम तो एडिंग फॉर श्योर.
Welcome everyone to the 10th episode of the Arnav Khandre show. With us today we have Mr. Vaibhav Chugh, who has been appointed as the new CEO of Sunil Singhania's Abacus Mutual Fund. He has over 20 years of experience in the industry and has worked with multiple fund houses including White Oak Capital AMC, ICICI Prudential AMC and Aditya Birla Sun Life Mutual Fund. In this episode, we have discussed the current market trend. What does the future of Indian market look like? The impact of geopolitics, the future of gold and silver, the secrets of mutual funds and how they invest, and what should you and I be investing in right now? Not only this, we have discussed much more about the financial world and the Indian markets. So sit back, relax, and enjoy, and maybe take a few notes.
So, sir, I'll begin by congratulating you first because I heard that Abacus has crossed 3,000 crores in AUM. So, first of all, a big, great achievement. So,
Thank
sir,
you.
why? Yes. So, sir, why do you think that this has happened? What makes you different from the others?
So I think a lot of this. First of all, thank you for the opportunity. See, a lot of this is also a result of the brand and the pedigree which our founder, Mr. Sunil Singhania, has created. Abacus, as you may know, has been in the business for last about 8 years and has done phenomenally well. Of course, till now we have had only alternative products like PMS, AIF, UCITS, and private equity AIF, etc. And just now we moved to mutual funds. And if you also look at Mr. Sunil Singhania's background, he has been part of fund management industry for more than 3 decades and has done phenomenally well. His erstwhile avatar, when he was CIO of Reliance Mutual Fund, which is now called Nippon Mutual Fund, one of the funds there has created huge wealth over last 20-25 years or so. And I think in general, people have that belief in Sunil's capability and a backer's capability per se. And I think I'm thankful to all the investors and partners who have continued that belief and have parked their money and their investors' money with the backers mutual fund. So that could be one, and I think that is one of the key reasons. Of course, we have a very good team at a backers mutual fund also, which we have put together, and the ground efforts of the team also is helping.
Got it. So, sir, you said Sunil sir, is a big influence here. So, what is your role as the CEO, and what is his role? Does he select, where you invest, or do you select where the funds go? How do you do that?
Okay. So see, Sunil is the founder of Abacus Group and he's on the board of asset management firm. So he's the guiding force. He and we at Abacus we have our own set investment philosophies, etc., which is a brainchild of what Sunil believes in, and all of us operate, in that philosophy and framework. So from that parlance, he's involved because he's on the board and the philosophies, etc., has been curated by him. But day-on-day business is what I manage along with my senior colleague who is head of investments, Sanjay Doshi, and he's the one who manages the portfolio construction, portfolio management day in and out.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how things are.
Got it. Got it. So, sir, just asking from a Gen Z perspective. Let's say I'm a 20-year-old, and I haven't had much experience in the mutual fund market. So, why would I select Abacus? What is the reason? Why wouldn't I go for PPF or the more famous ones? And why would I come to Abacus?
Yeah, so definitely you should actually diversify in couple of fund houses. I'm a firm believer of diversification, and like if you are starting today, I would recommend that you select 4 5 fund managers so that you have 4 5 different style of investing in your portfolio. See, I've been saying this in at many other places also. In mutual fund industry, the differentiation comes from the portfolio construction, the investment management. That's the biggest difference one can bring to the table. Our investment philosophy may be different from PPFAS or say a Mirai or say a White Oak or say a ICICI Prudential. But that does not mean that those are wrong and I am right. I'm saying these are 4 5 different style of investments. Like for example, in cricket analogy, Dhoni has a very different style. Virendra Sehwag has a very different style. Virat Kohli, Rahul Dravid, Sachin Tendulkar, everyone have a very different style. VVS Lakshman has
Correct.
again a very different style.
Yes.
Now, whom do you call successful? Everyone has done on a particular pitch. Everyone has done pretty well. At Abacus, our investment philosophy is that we are a pure bottom up stock pickers. We don't go by any top down analogies. Top down theories that interest rate ऐसा हो रहा है तो ये कर लो, inflation उधर जा रहा है तो वो कर लो. We firmly believe that if you are able to find a good company जहाँ पर management strong है, cash flows continued हैं और आगे की earnings capability probabilities अच्छी हैं, then the stock will do well. We are aware of what's happening on the macro side. We are aware of what's happening in economy, etc. It's not that we are folded, but we have our own style. Similarly, somebody will have their own style. But like coming back to your question that how a Gen Z should start. See, first and foremost, it should start by knowing yourself, because investing is very personal thing. It is not that आप copy paste कर लो और मेरा style ये है तो आपको आपको भी वही suit करेगा. See, if market falls by say 20%, how will you react will be very different from how I react. So my risk appetite is very different. आपको शायद पैसा 20 साल के बाद चाहिए होगा, मुझे जो मैं इन्वेस्टमेंट कर रहा हूँ मे बी आई रिक्वायर मनी आफ्टर 3 years. सो आर टाइम होराइजन इज ऑल्सो वेरी डिफरेंट. एंड ऑफ कोर्स थर्ड इज ऑल्सो अंडरस्टैंडिंग कि मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि मिड कैप स्मॉल कैप अच्छा करेगा, स्मॉल कैप आपको शायद अच्छा लगता है लार्ज कैप, बट इफ यू आर डाइवर्सिफाइड देन दोज रिस्क आर ऑल्सो मिटिगेटेड. नाउ हाउ डू यू स्टार्ट इन्वेस्टिंग? फर्स्ट यू नो योरसेल्फ कि आप कितना रिस्क एपेटाइट रखते हो, आपका टाइम होराइजन क्या है, एंड देन यू सेलेक्ट फंड. If you don't understand active investing, maybe start by investing in passive fund, which is index, etc. And then from index, learn how markets work, and then slowly migrate to or start adding even active funds to your portfolio.
Okay.
But have different style of fund managers, have different asset classes in your product. See, it's not that what will do well. Actually, your returns is purely dependent on you. It is not dependent on anyone else. If you know your own risk appetite, if you know your time horizon, if you are diversifying, if you're not bothered by news, if you're not reacting to every news, investing is very simple. But बोलते हैं ना लाइफ में doing simple thing is more tougher than doing hard things.
Correct.
Staying the course is very difficult for people, and therefore market returns or the product returns are always higher than investors returns.
Got it. Got it. So, sir, coming to your philosophy that, Abacus goes through, I've read, in an article that, you saying that in an interview, Abacus uses Meets framework. So, can you explain, what Meets framework is and how, that is setting you apart from the others?
Absolutely. See, it's a filtration process we have at Abacus. Filtration means you would appreciate that there are more than 6,000 companies listed. Now, how does a fund manager select a company? For that, a philosophy and framework is very important. See, end of the day, fund managers are also human beings, right? And every human being has certain biases. They have certain emotions. And how do you ensure that even a fund manager operates in a framework and does not repeat the mistakes? And that's where philosophies and frameworks, they play a very pivotal role. Coming to our Meets framework, when Sunil started Abacus Group, he got all the fund managers and research analysts together and asked them कि आपने लाइफ में क्या क्या गलतियां की है, वो let us jot down all those mistakes which you have done in your respective lives. The idea was that if we know what mistakes we have done in the past and if we don't repeat them, we become wiser investors. But if we repeat our mistakes, then anyhow we are doing blunders. Idea is to not repeat the mistakes, but for that you need to know the mistakes, and therefore Meets framework came into existence. Let me elaborate. Meets stands for M stands for management. So we look at the quality of the management, and we have gone a little deeper in saying that what is good management for us. Of course, the track record, they being more fiduciaries, but somebody who also have a track record of increasing return on equity and return on capital employed by about 20% in their journey. So basically, those are the managements which are smart managements, and they are able to make their own capital work for them. So that's how we define the management. And every company which we identify and we work on, we first look at we look at from the first lens of management, and we look at their return on equity, their return on capital employed, their past track records, their track record in terms of legal aspects and so on. And then we look at second lever, which is called earnings, E. Now, many people say that we look at earnings and we invest in good companies, good earnings. But what we have done is that we have gone a little step ahead, and we have also identified for ourselves that what exactly earnings mean for us. So for us, earnings means that a company which is earning should, in the past 4-5 years, should be able to earn more than nominal GDP growth. See, ultimately, जिस तरह से आपका GDP grow करता है, basically, as much as your GDP grows, as that much your earnings should grow, and that is why you and me will do a business. कि अगर हम country के बराबर ही grow नहीं कर पाएंगे, then what is the point of doing a business? So earnings growth should be at least better than the nominal GDP growth. तो अगर नॉमिनल जीडीपी इंडिया की 11-12% ग्रो कर रही है, 11% के करीब, और आप 2-3% उसको आउट परफॉर्म नहीं कर रहे हो, जिसको टेक्निकल लैंग्वेज में ईआरपी भी बोलते हैं, इक्विटी रिस्क प्रीमियम, 2-3% का तो कोई लेगा ना. अगर उतना कोई ग्रो नहीं कर रहा है, तो दैट मीन्स दैट that company maybe is underperforming than even the GDP, which is where the company is operating.
Correct.
So we look at least companies which are growing their earnings at the rate of about 14-15%. 4 से 5 साल में वो अर्निंग अपना डबल कर पा रही हैं कि नहीं. So that is one filter.
Okay.
Third, Arnav, is the third is events and trend. See, many times what happens is in the stock market, जैसे हम लोग PE ratios की बात करते हैं ना. Now PE ratios एक प्राइस होता है डिवाइडेड बाय अर्निंग. Many times, प्राइस अर्निंग रेशियो चेंज हो रहा होता है विदाउट चेंज इन द अर्निंग्स, एंड दैट हैपेंस बिकॉज जो प्राइस है ना वो मूव कर रहा है. एंड व्हाई डज प्राइस मूव एट टाइम्स प्राइस मूव बिकॉज ऑफ परसेप्शन. किसी ने कुछ स्टोरी सुन लिया, किसी ने कुछ न्यूज सुन लिया कि यार इस पे ये हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा, पीपल स्टार्ट जंपिंग. तो क्या प्राइस बढ़ जाता है, अर्निंग वहीं पे रहती है. सो इवेंट्स एंड ट्रेंड फॉर अस आल्सो मींस दैट वट एवर वैल्यू वी आर वी पेइंग for earnings, or is it that perception angle which is making a stock expensive or cheaper? So that's what we look at. At times we also need to look at that a company may be doing very well, earnings are good, management is good, but the forthcoming business potential of a firm may be coming down. So for example, I mean, थोड़ा सा पुराना example दे रहा हूँ.
Yes.
But calculators and all. How many of us buy calculators very often now?
Very few, yeah.
Because all that has moved to mobile. Cameras, professional cameras को छोड़ के people have stopped buying normal cameras because your phone does that. Now, if you are a fund manager and if you want to buy a camera stock, for example, it is very important, it is imperative that you look at your surroundings, that how is the business going to grow. अभी उसका अगर alternative आने वाला है which is going to take market share, then you need to take cognizance of that, and आपको या आपके stakes बढ़ाने पड़ेंगे या कम करने पड़ेंगे. So we look at events and trend and how will that fold in the times to come. Fourth lever is T, which is timing. Now we are not saying timing of the market, वो तो कोई कर भी नहीं सकता है. So for us, timing is related to earning cycle. Like Sunil in many of the conversation have said that a great company can be a bad stock because of the value. So आप आज क्या उसको value दे रहे हो for future cash flows, that matters a lot. अगर टेबल पे उस कंपनी में कमाने के लिए कुछ बचा नहीं है and market has already given a lot of premium, then it is company may be very good, but then there is nothing left on the table for an investor to make.
Yes.
So that is the T part, which is the timing. और क्या होता है, अर्निंग का भी साइकिल होता है अर्नव. जैसे हम इकोनॉमी का सुनते हैं, स्टॉक मार्केट का सुनते हैं, कंपनीज का सुनते हैं, अर्निंग का भी एक साइकिल होता है, विच इज अगेन रिलेटेड टू द थर्ड ई विच इज इवेंट्स एंड ट्रेंड. कि अगर कंपटीशन ग्रो कर रहा है कुछ और, जैसे पेड कंपनी थी, बहुत अच्छी पेड कंपनी थी, आई कांट टेक नेम, बट देन सम अदर 2-3 ब्रांड्स दे लॉन्च देयर ओन पेड कंपनीज एंड द मार्केट शेयर वेंट डाउन. सो आपको टाइमिंग पॉइंट से भी देखना पड़ता है कि अर्निंग का साइकिल चलता रहेगा और आर वी एट द पीक ऑफ अर्निंग साइकिल. Fourth, last is the S part, which is called structural. Now, if you are identifying a company, Arnav, and you are a fund manager, won't you keep in mind that the forthcoming consumption or the way a product is bought or sold is also undergoing a change. So, for example, when I was in your age and somebody would have given me 50,000 rupees, at that time I would have spent in a very, very different manner. Today, if you have 50,000, you will probably have a different shoe to wear on Friday, Saturday को अलग जूता, जिम के लिए अलग, पार्टी के लिए अलग, शादी पे भी wear, although band galas and
Yeah.
then different shoes. You know what is happening is that the same amount is now being consumed very very differently.
Correct.
जैसे हमारे टाइम पे हम बसेस पे सिर्फ हमें बाहर जाने को मिलता था रेस्टोरेंट्स, आज तो जोमेटो हर हफ्ता में 4 या
True.
5 बारी घर पे आता
Yes.
होगा. इट्स नॉट दैट रेस्टोरेंट्स कोई नए आ गए, वही रेस्टोरेंट भी आपको घर पे भी डिलीवर कर रहा है. एंड बिकॉज यू हैव मोर इन्वेस्टेबल मनी विद यू, सो प्रोबेबली यू आर ऑल्सो ऑर्डरिंग यार ठीक है सारा दिन काम करके आया हूँ, अभी कौन किचन में जाए, लेट मी ऑर्डर. और एट टाइम्स यू वांट टू चेंज योर टेस्ट, यार डेली घर का खाना खा रहा हूँ, आज मेरे को चाइनीज खाना है, तो फटाफट ऑर्डर किया और आ गया. बेसिकली योर द वे यू स्पेंड मनी is very very different. So that's another structural thing which we look at in every company basically, that are they future ready or not, are they aligned to future changes which may happen in the way consumer consumes a product, buys or sells anything. So that's the fourth. Now first we look at the investment philosophy. Like we are pure bottom up stock pickers. Like I said, we don't do any top down investing. We are happy to be contrarian. अगर कुछ फैशनेबल नहीं है फिर भी विल बी हैप्पी टू बाय if there is value, if the management is
Correct.
good, if the earnings is good.
Yeah.
We don't unnecessarily churn. मतलब आज स्टॉक खरीदा, एक क्वार्टर का रिजल्ट अच्छा नहीं आया, निकल जाओ. All that we don't do. We'd like to become partner if you are investing in a stock and would like to stay long with that company. So those are some philosophies, part of the philosophies and framework. Like every company then go through this framework, and then like I said sometime back, that meets is our filtration framework. So we identify between two companies which is a better company to buy. सी इंडिया इज अ वेरी वेरी हेट्रोजीनियस कंट्री. आपको हर तरह का सेक्टर मिलेगा, बैंक से लेके फुटवेयर तक, आईटी से लेके मैन्युफैक्चर, मतलब कोल इंडस्ट्री, यूटिलिटी, कुछ भी,
Yes.
मतलब यू नो देयर सो मेनी डिफरेंट सेक्टर्स, सो मेनी स्टॉक, 6000 कंपनीज है. सो एंड सेकंड दैट आर फंड मैनेजर्स आल्सो ऑपरेट इन द डिफाइंड फ्रेमवर्क, so that there is no biasness and there is no certain factor which comes into our style of investing. We have made this meets framework. So after the meets framework, then we have our internal processes that the fund manager will go and meet the management in person, understand the business, will visit their plants and do the entire know-how of the company before investing into a particular company.
Got
So
it.
that's what makes us different, in the sense that our investment framework, our philosophy is a little different from others. And of course, Arnav, I would also like to add that the experience of the team also plays a very very pivotal role. Like I spoke about Sunil, I spoke about Sanjay Doshi, who's our head of investments. उनका खुद का भी experience 18-20 साल का है. The other people, we have total about 25 people in our investment team across companies. Now the entire experience of this team is about 450 years. So जब collective experience साथ में आता है ना, the way of looking at events, trends, any news, that undergoes very different
Change. Yeah.
perspective.
Correct.
मैं अपना एक्सपीरियंस से देखूंगा तो लिमिटेड देख पाऊंगा. जब कलेक्टिव देखते हो आप, तो देन इट बिकम्स अ कलेक्टिव विजडम. So that's where Abacus is different from others. But I would reiterate that no one should invest 100% of the money in one fund. You should always diversify. We have our own style of investment. Somebody would have different style of investment. आपको समझ में आना चाहिए कि Abacus कैसे different होगा और वो कैसे different होगा, and then proportionate your money to various fund houses. That's the best way to go.
Got it. So, sir, coming a bit to the markets right now. So, DIIs are, buying continuously and have surpassed the equity holdings of the FIIs. And DIIs are what? Nothing but, mutual funds and pensions, insurance companies and banks. So, do you think, that Indian investors have nowhere to go, and, only they only have the equity markets now remaining, and that is the only reason why they're choosing mutual funds, or do you think differently?
No, I think very differently. See, it's not that they have mutual fund or equity market as the only place to go. They have many different options, and one should invest in various options. But Arnav, look at from India from a very very historical perspective. Historically, we have been savers. आपने सुना होगा दादा नानी दादी, वो तो क्या बर्तन में पैसे बचाते थे, बर्तन में पैसे छुपा के रखते थे, जोड़ते थे, बेड मैट्रेसेस में जोड़ते थे. सो फ्रॉम लॉन्ग हिस्टोरिकल परस्पेक्टिव वी हैव बीन सेवर्स, कि पैसा जोड़ के रखो कभी तो काम आएगा. वेरी स्लोली वी हैव माइग्रेटेड फ्रॉम बीइंग सेवर्स टू इन्वेस्टर्स. अभी लोगों को समझ में आ रहा है कि ठीक है पैसा जोड़ना ठीक है एक चीज़ है, बट पैसा भी आपका ग्रो करना चाहिए, अदरवाइज इन्फ्लेशन खा जाएगा. So this started 20, 30 years back or thereabout. People, the industry started work in educating people, but it's a long process. It does not happen overnight. Slowly, specifically post COVID, लोगों को ज़्यादा realize हुआ. Post COVID, in fact, easy हो गया invest करना, but realize होना थोड़े टाइम पहले शुरू हो गया था कि बस अगर हम save करते रहे और inflation को beat करने की नहीं सोचेंगे, then our saving will not be of any use at all. And therefore, Arnav, one of the reasons is that people have started understanding the difference between savings and investing, and therefore mutual fund is becoming a preferred tool. 2000 के बाद या इनफैक्ट डीमोनेटाइजेशन के बाद, if you can connect dots, उस टाइम के बाद से people have started putting more money into other asset classes, and that is where equity became one of the preferred choices. Of course 2020 के बाद क्या हुआ, that lot of this digitalization happened. हम लोग सुनते हैं ना digitalization, GPay, mobile apps, all those people, it became easier for them to adopt. उससे पहले क्या था कि it was just a mindset कि यार ठीक है वो ऐप है, यूज करूँ कि नहीं करूँ, चेक काटूँ, तो even for investing it was a bit inconvenient. पर 2020 के बाद क्या हुआ, वो इनहिबिशन हट गए, तो जब लोगों ने ऑपरेट करना शुरू किया मोबाइल ऐप्स पे, लैपटॉप्स पे, देन उनको रियलाइज हुआ कि यार ये तो बहुत ईजी है. जैसे आप और मैं भी मीटिंग कर रहे हैं,
Correct.
शायद 2020 से पहले हम लोग सोचते हैं कि यार इन पर्सन मिलेंगे तभी मीटिंग
True.
होगा.
True.
वो तो 2020 के बाद ऐसा लगा कि हाँ बॉस, ऑनलाइन भी उतना ही ईजी और उतना ही कन्वीनियंट है. एंड देन पीपल adopted technology to invest, and therefore speed has caught up. And of course another thing is your generation. I think India is also blessed to have a generation like yours, and the generation before you. Of course all generations have their own merits,
Yes.
and they have
Yes.
put the hard work, but I think आपका जो generation है, that's very smart generation. You think of future, you want more information, you want to explore everything, and because you want to explore everything, there are different perspectives which are coming forward. तो उसके कारण भी अच्छा हो रहा है. So like for example, at your age of 20 you are asking me questions on market side investing. जब मैं 20 साल का था, I never asked these kind of questions. I was just thinking, तो हमारे ग्रुप में बात होती थी यार इंजीनियरिंग करना चाहिए या बीकॉम करना चाहिए या बाहर जाना चाहिए.
Correct.
आज like my son is also 21 years of age. तो आज the question he asks is very different from the question which I used to ask when I was 21. So I think that's also changing household conversations. Dinner table pe, when my son is in Bombay and he talks, he doesn't talk about clothes or something. He talks about अपना हमारे portfolio में ये ठीक है वो गलत है. So I think dinner table conversations have also changed
Yes.
in India, and I think that's growing. Or third, because internet is there, information is even in tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 cities, more people are coming forward. Or generally also, Arnav, you will agree and appreciate that India में even your household maid or drivers, they are also very very aspirational. वो लोग अभी ये नहीं सोचते कि यार मेरा बेटा भी ड्राइवर बनेगा. तो वो जैसे मेरा ड्राइवर है, वो ये पूछता है कि बॉस मैं कैसे सेव करूँ मेरी सैलरी में कि मेरे बच्चे की पढ़ाई होगी. अभी वो ये नहीं सोच रहा है कि उसको अपने बेटे को ड्राइवर बनाना है. वो ये सोच रहा है कि जैसे मेरे को 2 या 3 दिन पहले मेरा ड्राइवर पूछता कि जब मेरी शादी होगी और बच्चा होगा और जब वो बड़ा होगा उसको भी मेरे को म्यूचुअल फंड इंडस्ट्री में लाना होगा तो क्या करना होगा. So you understand the questions, these are very different.
Yes.
And coming from, somebody like a housemaid or a driver, it clearly reflects that aspiration is there even in the last data. That is very, very positive overall for markets also. So I think, sorry, your question was long answer, but I think this change is not one-off. This is a structural change which we are going through, and across generations, across strata of people, and this is just the start. Now, second part of your question, that should they invest only here? Absolutely no. There has to be diversification. I am personal believer that some money should also go overseas because आपको country diversification मिलती है.
Got it.
Currency का risk mitigate कर लेते हो आप. Bonds also play a very pivotal role in your portfolios. Gold and silver also play a pivotal role. Only problem happens अर्नब जब extremes हो जाता है. जब सब बेच के मैं सिर्फ गोल्ड खरीदना शुरू कर दूंगा, तो प्रॉब्लम गोल्ड की या इक्विटी की नहीं है, तो प्रॉब्लम आपकी है कि आप सारा पैसा गोल्ड में डाल रहे हो, सारा पैसा ओवरसीज में डाल दिया या सारा पैसा इक्विटी में ही डाल दिया. प्रॉब्लम एसेट क्लासेस में कभी भी नहीं थी. प्रॉब्लम इंसान में थी और इंसान में है.
Absolutely. Got it. So, sir, coming to a threat, कि अभी ऐसा, what is a threat to mutual funds? Like, is there any type of news, that can bring chaos to mutual funds? Because mutual funds are generally long-term perspectives से सारे होते हैं, correct? But is there something, like, कि it would, just bring chaos to mutual funds and, bring down the entire industry? Is there something like that?
No, I don't think so कि ब्लैक स्वॉन तो कोई भी प्रेडिक्ट करना असंभव है. मतलब कुछ अननोन कोई भी प्रेडिक्ट नहीं कर सकता है. सो दैट आई कांट से. बट आप देखिए, दो पर्सपेक्टिव है. एक पर्सपेक्टिव तो ये है कि जो हमारे रेगुलेटर है, आई थिंक दे आर डूइंग अ फिनोमिनल जॉब, राइट. वी आर गवर्न्ड बाय रेगुलेटर्स लाइक सेबी, एंड म्यूचुअल फंड पे आर बॉडी इज एम्फी, विच इज एसोसिएशन ऑफ म्यूचुअल फंड्स इन इंडिया. They are doing a phenomenal job. Daily, day in and out, they are only working on ensuring that every organization, every AMC mitigates every kind of risk. So जैसे आपने थोड़ी देर पहले पूछा था कि एज ए CEO मैं क्या करता हूँ, I think my lot of responsibility today is on regulatory aspect. They have defined all kind of risks which may exist. So how are we mitigating those risks? The chief risk officer in the mutual fund industry is reporting every day, every single activity which is happening. So I think if there is a known threat, then it is being governed and regulated and managed very very well. If there is an unknown risk, then it's very difficult to tell. But I think unknown risk में भी क्या होगा, that a lot of unknown risk around liquidity can be managed, because portfolio construction ऐसा होता है that we know if there is some XYZ incidents, then how soon I can liquidate my portfolio, what kind of companies I invest, how soon can I get my money back. So वो सब तो portfolio construction और जो risk team है वो सब they keep a very this thing sharp eye on. Beyond that, if there is unknown risk, I don't know. I mean, no one knows. Third could be that overall stock market में कुछ impact हो, domestic flows कम हो जाए, US में interest rate बढ़ जाए, या बाहर फिर से risk appetite change हो जाए and flight out of emerging market शुरू हो जाए. वो सब चीज़ें these keep coming and going. So those are very normal risks. That's how markets operate. इसलिए आपने economics में पढ़ा होगा, markets are inefficient. It simply means that there are so many news. Somebody will react X and somebody will react Y. Somebody knows complete X, somebody knows
Correct.
does not know complete X at all.
Yes.
So वो उतार चढ़ाव because of that will always happen. But internal risk, industry risks, etc. I think hats off to SEBI the way they are driving the entire business and all the regulations. और मैं ऐसे नहीं बोला कि मैं एक म्यूचुअल फंड का सीईओ हूँ, मैं एज ए इन्वेस्टर भी सोचूं ना और मैं कनेक्ट करूं कि एज ए सीईओ मैं क्या करता हूँ. आई नो माई मनी इज सेफगार्डेड. That is safeguarded to the T.
Got it. So, not attacking SEBI as such, but the Jane Street thing that happened, recently, where they basically manipulated the market in a way and took the money from traders. But SEBI, after even seeing this case, this was a very public case. It happened in front of everyone. But even after that, SEBI just took some penalty or fine and just allowed them back into the markets. So is that a good sign? Like how is that better? How is that a good regulator?
See, मेरे को उसका पूरा डिटेल तो पता नहीं है, but we need to believe our regulator. Our regulator is custodian of your and my money, interest and all the activities. आपको लगता है कि सेबी ने just like that उनको मतलब पूरा तहकीकात नहीं किया होगा? I am sure they would have done investigation to an extent जो आप और मैं समझ भी नहीं सकते हैं. So I think we need to give the entire credit to our regulator that they would have done things beyond you and me can imagine, and whatever decision they have taken is in the best interest of our country and is in the best interest of this economy and best interest of you and me as investors. So I am a firm believer of the work SEBI does. I have no doubt that they would have done the best for you, me, for industry and for our country.
Got it.
And I would really recommend everyone to believe in them. See, many time क्या होता है जो हम समझते नहीं है तो उसमें हम लोग different probabilities बनाना शुरू कर देते हैं. I think that is not a prudent way of thinking. So one should not look at that perspective.
Got it. Sir, now coming to you, you and your own personal portfolio. So, sir, if you can, what is your current net worth, if I was to ask you?
See, I can't put the amount because of confidentialities, etc. But
Okay.
let me put it this way, Arnav, that I started my career in mutual fund. I've been very lucky कि जब मैंने करियर शुरू किया मेरे को तब से SIP का पता था, कंपाउंडिंग का पता चल गया बहुत जल्दी, स्टॉक मार्केट का पता चल गया बहुत जल्दी. So for 25 years I have stay put in mutual funds and I have compounded my money by about 19-20%. Of course, in between I had some expenses, so I had to redeem money, pay off some loans, send my son for education, so all that. But all that happened with small savings which I did over last 20-25 years. So my entire portfolio currently, barring the mandatory provident fund, etc., my entire money is equities. I have about 5 to 7% in fixed income. That too for emergency requirements, but 92 to 93% is all equity invested for very long period. Of course, I have also built 2 houses in between, one for my parents and one for myself. So for parents, I can't include that in my net worth because that's their this thing. The house where I stay is also loan free, so that also came through SIPs. So I've been lucky that I've been part of industry for long, understood markets earlier, understood compounding earlier, and have stayed put. Thankfully, my family is also quite prudent. They are not like very flamboyant कि ये भी चाहिए वो भी चाहिए. They have been very frugal. My spouse, my brother, sister, all of them are very suave and sophisticated people. So I think वो जो फैमिली में भी होता है ना कि यार पहले पैसा बचाते हैं और फिर देखते हैं क्या खर्चा करना है. So चाहे वाइफ हो, ब्रदर हो, सिस्टर हो, I think everyone has thanks to our parents, maybe we have understood the importance of being frugal from early days of our life, and it continues. And I think that this will continue, hopefully, to the next generation also.
Yes, sure. I hope so too. So, coming to a single asset. Let's say if you had to select a single asset, would you choose if your goal was short term, mid term, or long term? Let's say considering all 3 perspectives. If your goal was short term investment and short term return, which single asset would you choose? If mid term with single asset and if long term with single asset.
See, long term तो undoubtedly equity. I think अगले 20-25 साल इंडियन एक्टिव इक्विटी विल डू वेरी वेल. तो लॉन्ग टर्म में तो मुझे कोई डाउट है ही नहीं. ऑफ कोर्स मेरे एज में लॉन्ग टर्म में मेरे को 5-10% डेट रखना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज कुछ रिक्वायरमेंट्स आएंगी. माई डॉटर इज ऑल्सो अबाउट टू गो टू कॉलेज इन नेक्स्ट 4-5 years. माई सन में डू हिज मास्टर्स. तो वो सब को छोड़ दो, अदरवाइज तो सब पैसा इक्विटी. मीडियम टर्म फॉर यू, मीडियम टर्म इज व्हाट, 4 year, 5 years?
Yeah.
4-5 years. No, Arnav, I'm asking that what is medium term for you? 4 years or 5 years or?
So it's just according to a general perspective, I'm asking. So for anyone, it would be some it may even be 10 years for some. For some, it may be the 4 to 5. So just a general. According to you, let's say, according to your midterm.
Okay, say 5 year plus should be all equity. I mean, somebody who understand risk. Up to 5 years, I think a good balance of equity, debt, and gold. Maybe one can look at, say, balance advantage fund, multi-asset allocation funds, or buy a couple of asset classes. For very short term, don't experiment at all. Just be in liquid funds or short term funds for about 1 year. There are short term funds, there are arbitrage funds, and so on. So those are the best. And then there are like medium term funds. Of course, I would recommend everyone to have a distributor or an advisor who can advise him or her. एक साल में शॉर्ट टर्म फंड भी आता है, मीडियम टर्म फंड भी आता है, लिक्विड भी आते हैं, आर्बिट्राज भी आते हैं. तो होराइजन के हिसाब से 1 महीना है, 6 महीना, 8 महीना, 10 महीना, वन कैन डाइवर्सिफाई इन दोज डेट फंड्स. For 5 years or so, like I said, there should be some gold also, 5 maybe 10% maximum. Long term, जितना equity ज़्यादा होगा उतना better.
Okay. So, sir, coming to the stock market now, this is the interesting segment. 9 months ago, in an interview, you said that, the markets have already corrected. And, at that time, the market was at an all-time high, and it fell from the all-time high to around 24,100 or so, Nifty, I'm talking about. And, but now, it seems that the market is correcting again. So, you said that 9 months ago, and we are still in the same level. So, what do you think right now about the market?
See, according to me, the froth is already behind us. I think we have already seen a lot of correction. We have seen more correction at stock level than the index level, which people don't realize. People see all the headlines are around index. कि index का 20 PE हो गया, 25 PE हो गया. But when you go, you don't buy the index, you buy the stocks. And at stock level, और भी ज़्यादा गिरावट आ चुकी होती है. So I think from that perspective, we are becoming more constructive now. According to us, most of the negatives are behind us already. देखिए अक्टूबर 24 में चलें, सितंबर 24, we had high interest rates, liquidity tight था, मार्केट ऊपर था, अर्निंग्स नीचे था, गवर्नमेंट का केपेक्स नहीं हो रहा था, प्राइवेट केपेक्स नहीं हो रहा था. एंड टुडे यू प्लॉट ऑल दोज थिंग्स. गवर्नमेंट केपेक्स इज बैक, प्राइवेट केपेक्स हो रहा है, अर्निंग ये साल का 8-10% दिख रहा है, अगले 2-3 साल का 14-15% का अर्निंग ग्रोथ दिख रहा है. Markets have also time corrected. Liquidity is back. Interest rates have come down by 125 basis point. So most of these negatives are behind us. अभी क्या हुआ है कि जो करेक्शन हो रहा है ना, दैट इज मोर रिलेटेड टू न्यूज़. जैसे पहले आईटी स्टॉक्स गिरे क्योंकि एआई का रैली चालू था और ऐसा लग रहा था कि इंडिया इज नॉट अ एआई स्टोरी एंड देयरफॉर वी विल अंडर परफॉर्म. सो देयरफॉर वी अंडर परफॉर्म. एफआईआईज टुक मनी आउट एंड दे वांटेड टू बी. एक तो मैंने बोला कि हम लोग महंगे थे, अर्निंग दिख नहीं रहा था, और दूसरा एआई रैली चालू हुआ था तो बहुत सारा एफआई फ्लो बाहर चला गया. फिर उसके बाद वी हैड दीज टैरिफ का न्यूज़ विच वाज अ बिग हिंड्रेंस, बिग हेडविंड फॉर मार्केट लाइक इंडिया. दैट इज ऑल्सो नाउ मोस्टली बिहाइंड अस. देन ऑफ लेट that there's a lot of news around there's something, the firm called Anthropic. Then there is this Claude, something I don't remember the exact this thing. Now there are threats, so-called threats, that IT companies will not do well, and so on and so forth. These are all news-based market correction which is happening because people don't understand what will happen, and therefore they are reacting negatively. बहुत सारा अगर आप behavioral finance पढ़ेंगे ना तो उसमें probabilities के बारे में लिखा होता है. When there is a probability, I don't know why, but human think of negative probability first and positive probability later. इस टाइम भी क्या हुआ कि जब ये सब न्यूज़ आया तो नेगेटिव प्रोबेबिलिटी को पीपल स्टार्टेड हगिंग कि वॉज इंडियन आईटी फर्म्स, दे आर नॉट गुड, दे विल स्टे बिहाइंड द वॉर, द बैटल. एआई हमारे पास नहीं है. बट आई थिंक दैट्स वेरी वेरी शॉर्ट साइटेडनेस. इफ यू लुक एट हिस्ट्री, और आईटी फर्म्स हैव फेस्ड दोज काइंड ऑफ हेडविंड्स मैनी नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स. Y2K देख लो 2000 में. फिर वो ERP सॉल्यूशन आए थे तो बोल रहे थे कि भाई आईटी कंपनीज की जॉब्स खत्म हो जाएंगी. फिर सब प्राइम क्राइसिस के टाइम पे भी बोला गया, कोविड के टाइम पे बोला गया कि जॉब्स खत्म है, लोग खत्म है, आईटी खत्म है. अभी एआई के बारे में बोला जा रहा है. बट वी फॉरगेट दैट इंडियन आईटी कंपनीज आर द मोस्ट रेजिलिएंट वन. वी हैव वन ऑफ द बेस्ट टैलेंट्स. डू यू थिंक हमारी कंपनीज हाथ पे हाथ रख के बैठेंगे कि ठीक है AI आएगा और हमें खा जाएगा and we'll be happy with that? Answer is no. And there's a lot of work happening. Today only one of my colleague, in fact Sunil ka beta, he's into technology and all. He shared something with me wherein India is doing a lot of work on AI. So there is this called Sarvam. Uh, I forgot the name. Just sometime back he told me. Basically it's a AI model, Indian AI model. कि आप कोई भी वीडियो डालोगे या कोई भी आप ग्राफ डालोगे, they will make the graphs talk to each other. You know, so India, ये तो मैं example दिया because अभी हुआ. A lot of such stuff is going around us. Indian companies are doing, and we are resilient firms. We will come back. Cloud computing आया था तो भी बोला जा रहा था कि यार Indian IT firms will fail and will see loss of jobs. Loss of jobs will happen, but it will happen if you are not upgrading yourself. If you are making yourself productive in the IT space, I'm sure people will require you one way or another. If not this way, some other way. अगर AI भी बढ़ता है, India, we are also in AI race. You know, we are coming up. Data centers पे काम हो रहा है, energy पे काम हो रहा है. All that is happening so that we are also future ready. So coming back to the news thing, you know, again, long answer, but you know, all this correction which has happened of late, Arnav, is more to do with news rather than, you know, very very concrete. Of course, those news can't be ignored. That nowhere I'm saying that, but you know, you need to give some time, understand how will we reevaluate our models, how will our IT companies become more productive, and then take a bet. पर ये होता ही है कि न्यूज एक रिएक्शन आता है और फिर धीरे से मार्केट समझती है कि यार ज़्यादा रिएक्ट कर दिया, कम रिएक्ट कर दिया. All that will happen. But I think this is all short term. What I am more focused on is where we were in 2024, where we are today. I think a lot of negatives are behind us. India specific negatives are behind us. There are some unknown risks which we can't talk about. So we'll have to wait and watch.
Okay.
But in nutshell, I'm very very constructive. I'll put my money. If I have 100 rupees today, I'll put 70-80 rupees in equity. Because according to me, जो गोल्ड सिल्वर था 2-3 साल पहले वो अभी इक्विटी है. When everyone is negative, you should be positive and should be adding.
Correct.
In my portfolio, I am to adding for sure.
Okay. Okay.
But with 3-5 year horizon, ऐसा नहीं है कि यहाँ से थोड़ा बाजार गिरेगा और मैं पैनिक कर जाऊंगा. I am putting money today, keeping in mind कि 10% टूटता भी है तो I am fine.
Okay, okay. So, you know, so the thing that you were talking about was, you know, the Claude Cowork that, you know, Anthropic has released. But, you know, so US is IT companies ka biggest, you know, consumer because we are, you know, exporting our services there to them. But if Anthropic does this, you know, don't you think that US is just going to go, you know, domestic instead of coming to India? And, you know, that would be a major cutoff source for, you know, our IT companies because that is why we are running.
हो सकता है. हो सकता है. See, that is why I'm saying ना that अभी तो काफ़ी इन्फॉर्मेशन इसमें आने बाकी है and I am not subject matter expert of IT at all. But थोड़ा सा अगर मैं इसको और सोचूं तो अगर आप एक बैंक हो यूएस में, when you are responsible for money of every citizen, your softwares will only be AI based or you would want best of everything. Think from that perspective that if a AI starts writing a code or if they start writing a software, would you as a bank would like to rely only AI based what you call software, or you would also want, you know, a well defined you know, the software and the backend. So my sense is that, you know, we'll have to see how much of the companies will migrate completely to AI based coding, how many of them will have mix of both, how many of will operate with the, you know, manual software development. We'll have to see how things evolve. Abhi dekho, today or yesterday I was reading somewhere, no, in fact Mr. Vishal Sikka, I think in his interview said this, he was driverless cars is a great technology, right? How many of us have adopted? Across the world, how many driverless cars are roaming? वो टेक्नोलॉजी पे तो कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं है ना. इट्स अ ब्रिलियंट टेक्नोलॉजी, बट हैव वी माइग्रेटेड completely to that? No. Will the entire world migrate only to AI based coding? I don't know. So let us wait and watch. Let us also wait and watch that how our IT companies are evolving and then take a firm view. बट हाँ, तब तक जैसे अगर मेरे को पोर्टफोलियो बनाना है तो आई प्रोबेबली स्टे न्यूट्रल टू IT. ऐसा नहीं कि मैं माल बेचना शुरू कर दूंगा डे इन एंड आउट. दैट्स नॉट द आइडिया. You should wait and watch.
Okay, got it. You know, sir, you know, just asking you this point blank, you know, after everything, after, you know, the recent budget even, you know, what do you think is a very, you know, good level for me to buy, you know, equities, just by taking Nifty 50 as a benchmark level? So at what price should Nifty 50 be for me to, you know, blindly buy at least, you know, 50 of those stocks at least? Ki bhai, theek hai, ye level pe hai, this is to buy only, you know, go. Aisa. So what level should Nifty be at that?
पता नहीं, my answer may surprise you a lot, but you know, अर्नब, मेरे को तो इंडेक्स का लेवल भी याद नहीं रहता है बिकॉज आई डोंट ट्रैक कल बाजार 24,000 था, 25,000 था, 26,000 था. वेरी वेरी डिफिकल्ट. एंड आई एम पर्सनली आई एम नॉट अ टारगेट ड्रिवन पर्सन. टारगेट मतलब नॉट लाइफ का टारगेट. बट ये इंडेक्स का टारगेट, स्टॉक का टारगेट मेरे को समझ में नहीं आता। मतलब 24,500 और 24,000 में क्या डिफरेंस है? ऑफ कोर्स ठीक है, वैल्यू का डिफरेंस है, बट ये कौन एश्योरेंस दे सकता है कि 24,000 इज द बॉटम और 24,500 इज द पीक? नो वन ना। सो इफ यू कांट डिफाइन द बॉटम एंड यू कांट डिफाइन द पीक, तो डाल के बस शुरू कर दो। फिर 24,000 में मिले, 24,200 मिले, 24,300 मिले, रियली इट डजेंट मैटर। और प्रॉब्लम क्या होता है कि जब आप टाइम करना चालू करते हो ना, तो वेट करता ही रह जाता है इंसान, ना बॉटम मिलता ना पीक मिलता है। सो आई एम अ डिफरेंट थिंकर फ्रॉम दैट परस्पेक्टिव। मतलब आई डोंट गो बाय, ऑफ कोर्स वैल्यू, ठीक है, जिसको शॉर्ट टर्म ट्रेडिंग करना है उसके लिए वैल्यू टारगेट्स बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। बट मैं तो 10 साल के लिए डाल रहा हूँ। 10 साल के बाद मुझे याद भी नहीं होगा कि आज 24,300 पे डाला था मैंने या 24,400 पे डाला था। बट आई विल रिमेंबर इज माई कंपाउंडिंग नंबर। 19 पे कंपाउंड करूंगा या 18 पे, जो भी तब नंबर होगा। सो डोंट गो बाय नंबर अर्नव। इफ यू आर फर्म बिलीवर ऑफ इक्विटी और आपको लगता है कि कुछ और रिस्क बचे हुए हैं, तो आप स्टैगर कर लो, 2 महीना, 3 महीना, 4 महीना में डाल लो। अगर आपको लगता है कि बॉस पैसा बनने वाला है इंडिया में 20 साल, तो आज डालो कल डालो, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? पैसा डालना ज़्यादा जरूरी है और 20 साल स्टे करना ज़्यादा जरूरी है। सो इफ यू आर अ वेरी वेरी यंग बॉय, नेवर गेट बॉदर्ड बाय वाइल इन्वेस्टिंग, नेवर गेट बॉदर्ड बाय कि आज क्या लेवल है, क्योंकि आप कभी टाइम नहीं कर पाओगे, वेट ही करते रह जाओगे। अगर आपको डाउट है कि हाँ गिर सकता है, तो 100 रुपये को 10-10 रुपये करके 10 टाइम में डाल दो, तो आपका एवरेजिंग हो गया ऑटोमेटिकली। अगर नहीं समझ में आता है, डालो और 20 साल भूल जाओ और दिमाग में रखो कि अगर 10% गिर भी गया, आई विल बी एज हैप्पी एज आई वाज ऑन द डे ऑफ इन्वेस्टिंग। 20% गिर गया, आई विल बी एज हैप्पी एज 50% भी गिर गया, यू हैव टू बी हैप्पी एज यू वर ऑन द डे ऑफ इन्वेस्टिंग। क्योंकि आपका जर्नी 20 साल का है, वो मार्केट का उतार चढ़ाव से आपको फर्क नहीं पड़ना चाहिए।
गॉट इट, गॉट इट।
देखो, जो भूल गया ना, उसी ने सबसे ज़्यादा पैसा बनाया।
करेक्ट, करेक्ट, कि खरीद के भूल गए। ओके,
हाँ,
करेक्ट।
मतलब एटलीस्ट इफ नॉट एनीथिंग एल्स, एटलीस्ट मैरी योर इन्वेस्टमेंट विद अ गोल।
ओके, ओके,
तो भी आप ऑन द कोर्स रहो।
गॉट इट।
अगर मैंने कोई इन्वेस्टमेंट किया मेरी बेटी के लिए, अभी उसको 4 साल है अभी जाने को कॉलेज, तो अगर वो 4 साल के बाद जाएगी ना, मेरे को पता है मेरा टाइम होराइजन 4 साल है, मेरे को उसके हिसाब से पैसा डालना है। तो मैं आज 24,200 या 24,400 या 24,500 मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता, बिकॉज माई गोल इज 4 years और 5 years ऑफ when she has to go for her graduation.
Correct. Sir, recently in an interview again, you said that you're very positive and optimistic in the Indian markets because of three factors that have, now been, are in the good. So geopolitics, tariffs, and earnings were the three sectors you touched, the 3 points you touched. So, coming to each and every point that you've touched here, geopolitics, tariffs, and earnings, sir, one move, a simple move made by Trump by, the trade deal or anything, can, either crash or boost our market. So even when he holds such power, over our Indian market, do you still think geopolitics, has improved or is better for us?
So geopoliticals, I think on the face of it, are looking much better. See, most of the wars are behind us, right? I mean, I don't know what happens tomorrow, कि दोबारा से कल वॉर शुरू हो जाएगा तो पता नहीं, बट इंडिया पाकिस्तान वी हैव नॉट हर्ड ऑफ एनी डिस्टर्बेंसेस। थाईलैंड कंबोडिया कुछ सुनने में नहीं आ रहा है। रशिया यूक्रेन थोड़ा थोड़ा वॉर हो रहा है, पर बात भी हो रहा है। गाजा इसराइल से ऐसा कोई न्यूज़ नहीं आया। ईरान एज ऑफ नाउ अपीयर्स टू बी साइलेंट एंड काम। अभी कल क्या होगा मुझे पता नहीं, बट एज ऑफ नाउ इफ आई सी वेयर वी वर 5-6 months बैक, 8 months बैक वर्सेस टुडे, देयर इज लॉट ऑफ पीस फ्रॉम दैट पर्सपेक्टिव कि एटलीस्ट वॉर्स वाला तो कुछ नहीं सुनाई दे रहा है। एटलीस्ट मैंने तो कहीं नहीं पढ़ा, अगर आपने पढ़ा होगा तो मे बी यू कैन शेयर, बट आई हैव नॉट हर्ड। जहाँ तक टैरिफ एंड ऑल दीज थिंग्स, दीज आर मोर टू डू विद इकोनॉमिक्स रादर देन एनीथिंग एल्स। ऑफ कोर्स US they have their own interest. They have to protect their own interest. Our government took a little long time, but I think they have also managed to get things going for our economy. मैं कई बारी बोला है कि हम लोग बहुत अच्छी इकोनॉमी है, we are doing well, but we also need to have exports. We also need to see growth of exports, because without that we will not be able to grow. Right? So from that perspective, I think we have come a long way. And things from that perspective looks better.
Okay, okay. Sir, even though, coming to tariffs now, even though tariffs are, not an issue for us now, with US at least, but, do you think that the trade deal that we made with US, was a mistake? Because, I mean, to be honest, if you just look at the deal, it is not like India is taking a lot out of it. I mean, we are losing more than we are winning, I feel. So what do you think?
No. Why do you think we are losing more? I don't think so. I think it is good for us. Of course, the world is becoming competitive, so we have to operate in a competitive world. But I think it is prima facie it is looking good only. Of course, more details are yet to emerge और अभी implement होना है वो. But the bigger ask was that they should protect our agriculture, textile, etc., which they have been able to do that. Rest, I think it is good only. Of course, expectation ये है कि 25 से भी 18 भी हो जाएगा. I mean, with time, if that happens, even better. But my sense is that it's good for us.
So because even when you say protecting agriculture, they have protected dairy products they have been able to protect. But we are also we promised that we'll be importing some agricultural seeds also from them. So how is this protecting Indian agriculture? We are importing agriculture from them also, is what we've promised them. We are also promised them that we'll buy $500 billion worth of energy from them, and all of these things. Plus we are not charging them taxes and they are charging us taxes. So we've reduced our 20 years of income that was going to come to us, just because of this trade deal. So what do you think, how is it beneficial to us?
See, how should I put it? Maybe for that we can do a separate podcast altogether, because that's a lot of economics involved there, Arnav. Uh, but you need to understand that if 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 agriculture of an economy or textile of an economy has to survive, what do you require? You require labor, you require good domestic market, and you require an opportunity to export, right? You require your product to be as competitive as other country exporters who are exporting to, say, US. Now, on all these three things or four things, do you see any negative? I don't see. See, everything will not come in a platter, Arnav. Many times, a good government, if they get you an opportunity to do business, if they get you an opportunity to have a level playing field with other countries, if they reduce your barriers, if they reduce your local cost, we need to keep that more in mind rather than kya diya or kya liya. And I think what the 3 4 points which I said, they are more important for us to do well. See, nothing will come like they say, there is no free lunch. Nothing will come without any cost. But you have to balance your cost. And what I said is more important for you and other youngsters and your viewers to understand, that if my propensity to do business is not getting reduced, if I am at a level playing field, if my local nuances are beneficial, then it's a very very good move for. See, उसके बाद तो फिर प्रोडक्टिविटी मैट्रिक्स आएगा ना, कि भाई अगर आपकी कंपनी बेटर है, मेरी कंपनी बेटर है, तो वहाँ पे कंपटीशन होना चाहिए. बट अगर आप से दूसरी कंट्री की और मैं इंडिया का हूँ, आपको अगर कोई एडिड एडवांटेज है जो मेरे पास नहीं है, तो आप एनी हाउ एक पॉइंट आगे हो गए. एटलीस्ट वहाँ पे तो हमें लेवल प्लेइंग फील्ड मिल गया ना. उसके बाद अगर मेरे कपड़े की क्वालिटी अच्छा होगा तो मैं भी ग्रो करूंगा. सो यू हैव टू लुक फ्रॉम दैट पर्सपेक्टिव.
Got it, got it. So coming to the last thing that you discussed, the earnings part. So do you think earnings are actually better this time? Because even if you look at big companies, let's say Infosys, even with the currency benefit that they get, they are earning in dollars, and they are spending in rupees, so they have a currency benefit also. But even after that, they have grown by what, a mere 6 to 7% in the last year, and are in a loss compared to the last quarter. So if a big company like Infosys is giving this type of earnings, do you think earnings have actually improved over the years for us?
See, earnings can't be seen in isolation. Of course, Infosys is one story, but at the same time, you have other stories where earnings are compounding by say 10-20%. अभी नाइका का रिजल्ट देखो जो लेटेस्ट आया, फेडरल बैंक का रिजल्ट देखो, कई बैंक्स का रिजल्ट देखो. So all those things are good. जहाँ तक to answer your question on numbers, see, this year we expected earnings to grow by about 8-10%, and I think numbers are more or less in line. Anyhow, this year we did not expect earnings to be 15-20-30%. वो तो कोई था भी नहीं expectation, तो expectation के in line ही है. Yes, there are some hits and some misses that will always happen, but on aggregate basis we are quite happy with the numbers, and we are happy with the fact that they are in line with expectation. But जो बड़ी story है ना, वो ये है, बड़ी story तो नहीं, मतलब बड़ा जो लीवर है वो ये है, अर्नव, दैट नेक्स्ट ईयर उससे नेक्स्ट 1 साल या 2 साल का जो अर्निंग का ट्रेजेक्टरी दिख रहा है वो बहुत अच्छा दिख रहा है. आई थिंक वट एवर गाइडेंस वी आर गेटिंग, small caps should grow by about 20-22%, mid caps by about 13-14%, and so is the case with large caps. So I think if that execution happens similar fashion, कि earnings भी नंबर वैसे निकल के आएंगी, then I think it's a very very good news. तो मार्केट का क्या टाइम करेक्शन हो चुका है, लेवल वही का वही है. अगर अर्निंग्स आ गया, the same markets will then start looking even better. So I think that is what gives us confidence.
Got it, got it. Sir, now coming to the big, the thing that is on a hit right now, the commodities market, gold and silver, both of them are rallying like crazy. I mean, first of all, can you explain why that is happening? And secondly, what is the right time to buy now, after it's gone and it's come down even now? So what is the right time to buy and why is this happening?
See, Arnav, I'm not subject matter expert again of commodity, but I can tell you from my understanding that, why did commodities do well? Basically, they are like, I mean, if you are a fund manager or a investor across the world, you used to look at gold and silver as hedge to inflation or uncertainties. Now, when uncertainties started, right from war times, war हुआ, elections हुए, tariff हुआ, there are so many different uncertainties around the world. So naturally, the demand for gold started going up, and then invariably, a lot of central banks across the world, they also started realizing कि यार सिर्फ डॉलर पे डिपेंडेंट नहीं रह सकते, हमारे जो अपने रिजर्व्स हैं उसको गोल्ड में बढ़ाना शुरू कर दो. सो डिमांड फ्रॉम सेंट्रल बैंक्स also started going up. So when price starts moving up, the remaining जनता also start jumping कि यार गोल्ड तो बहुत अच्छा कर रहा है, और तभी क्या ये सब रिपोर्ट्स भी आती है कि डिमांड बढ़ रहा है, सप्लाई कम है. सिमिलर थिंग हैपेंड विद सिल्वर, दैट देयर वर लॉट ऑफ डिमांड बिकॉज सेमीकंडक्टर आ रहा है, एआई का स्टोरी शुरू हो गया. एआई बनेगा तो सेमीकंडक्टर्स, डेटा सेंटर्स, ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर दे रिक्वायर सिल्वर, तो ऑफ कोर्स डिमांड बढ़ेगा, देयर इज लिमिटेड सप्लाई. सो बहुत सारा जो प्राइस मूवमेंट हुआ वो ये हुआ कि एज अ हेज टू अनसर्टनिटी, फिर देन डिमांड बाय सेंट्रल बैंक्स, देन डिमांड बाय अदर प्लेयर्स, एंड देन द स्केर्सिटी ऑफ सप्लाई. तो इसलिए प्राइस स्टार्टेड मूविंग अप, एंड देन लास्ट में रिटेल भी आ गया कि बॉस क्या पैसा बना है, डबल हो गया, ट्रिपल हो गया, हम लूज ना कर दें. इसलिए देखो आप लास्ट मंथ ETF का नंबर इज इक्वलेंट टू ETF गोल्ड, ETF का नंबर इज इक्वलेंट टू म्यूचुअल फंड का सेल्स. तो बेसिकली पीपल आर चेजिंग मे बी पास्ट परफॉर्मेंस विच इज अ रिस्क इन इटसेल्फ. So that is why the price moved to a large extent. Going forward, see, gold and silver are good commodities, ऐसा कोई वो नहीं है, बट उनका एक पर्पस है. उनका पर्पस है आपको हेज देने का. 10% हेज दे दिया, 10% आपके पोर्टफोलियो में डाल दिया अनसर्टनिटीज को हेज देने के लिए, या 5% दे दिया. प्रॉब्लम होता है जब आपके पोर्टफोलियो में वो 100% हो जाएगा या 50% हो जाएगा, बिकॉज प्राइस मूवमेंट हुआ है. सी इक्विटी में क्या होता है कि डिस्काउंटेड कैश फ्लो होता है, कि आप जानते हो कि भाई ये कंपनी 4 साल में इतना कैश फ्लो देगा, तो उसको मैं ये प्रीमियम या ये वैल्यू दूंगा आज. गोल्ड या सिल्वर में तो कोई कैश फ्लो होता नहीं है, तो उसमें तो आप कैसे ही इवेल्यूएट करोगे 4 साल में क्या होगा. तो एंटायर स्टोरी रिवॉल्व अराउंड डिमांड एंड सप्लाई, विच इज देयर, वो गलत नहीं है, बट allocating more than 5-10% is something which one needs to take cognizance of. Of course, मतलब मैंने ये एडवाइस 1 साल पहले दिया होता तो आज मुझे भी गालियाँ पड़ती, क्योंकि 2-3 गुना हो गया. So at times anyone can go wrong, but somewhere we have to take cognizance कि बॉस बहुत भाग चुका है, उसका काम तो हेजिंग का है. वो अगर उससे ज़्यादा आपने डाल के रखा हुआ है, देन आपके पोर्टफोलियो में आप रीएलोकेट कीजिए, मे बी इक्विटी बढ़ाना शुरू कर दीजिए, बॉन्ड बढ़ाना शुरू कर दीजिए, रियल एस्टेट बढ़ाना शुरू कर दीजिए. सो दैट वन हैज़ टू लुक एट, बट आई think somewhere they have to slow down.
Okay. Sir, just helping me understand, where does the big and smart money move? So let's say अभी पहले equities में थे, equities से, they went to gold and silver, let's say. Then gold and silver से अभी पैसा निकाल के, where is the next asset? Which is the next asset? What does the big money buy? What does the smart money buy after, after gold and silver rally is over?
If I have to take my bet, I think emerging markets, worldwide, emerging markets will do well. Within emerging markets, I think India, China will do well. And in India, my sense is small cap is one should start looking at. जैसे मैं इंडेक्स की बात कर रहा था कि इंडेक्स में मूवमेंट हुआ है, अभी कुछ 40 या 50% स्टॉक है अर्नव, जो अपने पीक से कुछ 50% डाउन पे अभी ट्रेड हो रहे हैं. अर्निंग्स आर लुकिंग गुड. तो अगर ऐसा है, then I think I mean global perspective, people will look at emerging markets, they will look at India, China, and I think within India maybe small caps will do well.
Got it. Sir, now coming to crypto markets, I just wanted to know, what is your outlook, even as a fund manager and a personal, a portfolio manager of yourself, what is your outlook on cryptos? Can cryptos ever be incorporated in a mutual fund? What do you think?
I have actually zero knowledge of crypto. I am so sorry, I have no answer to give, because मैं तो अपने बेटे को भी बोलता हूँ यार किसी दिन आएगा बैठ के मुझे पढ़ा इसके बारे में, because how does it work? But I think I mean whatever I have read, कि आप इग्नोर तो नहीं कर सकते हो क्रिप्टोज को. ऑफ कोर्स इंडिया में तो अलाउड भी नहीं है अभी. एज ऑफ नाउ वन शुड स्टडी अबाउट इट एंड सी हाउ इट इवॉल्व्स. Beyond that, I have no answer, Arnav. I'm so sorry.
No worries, sir. Absolutely. You mastered the Indian markets. It's fine.
Something.
Yeah. It's fine, sir.
But crypto, like I have been telling my son, यार एक दिन बैठ के मेरे को ट्यूशन दे कि how does this entire world works.
Got it. Sir, just coming to, if you had to, let's say just choose 3 instruments, just forgetting everything related to Indian markets, which 3 instruments would you choose? Just forget equities for a minute. So, and everything related to Indian equities, which instruments would you choose, outside India right now? Which 3 instruments would you choose?
Instrument means markets you're saying, or
no, a financial asset. So let's say silver or gold is an instrument, commodities is an instrument. So what financial investment vehicle would you choose apart from Indian equities?
See, I'll definitely invest in emerging market ex India for diversification. I'll invest some money in gold, but maybe 5-10% from hedging point of view. And fourth, it is also prudent to have maybe one US based ETF in the portfolio, just again for diversification. Like I was saying that a few years after my son would want to go to overseas to study, so I think वो जो currency movement का hedging है वो भी मुझे मिल जाएगा. So that's how probably I will approach my investing today.
Got it. So you said emerging markets, twice.
Other than Indian.
Okay, yeah, got it. Emerging markets, you said twice, in an answer. So which other market except India is emerging right now, and investable for Indians? We can invest easily in that market.
Yeah, I think China is looking pretty decent. For me, even Indonesia, Taiwan, South Africa, I think all these are doing pretty well.
Okay. So how can I, as a retail investor, invest in these markets?
Yeah, I think there are some Gift City products which are available. Sorry, I think outbound वाले तो बहुत कम है, but I think India में there are a couple of feeder funds which invest in some EM funds.
Okay. Currently, Gen Z, including me, we don't know what to think, to be very honest. We've just been pushed down narratives. Ki kya hai, what is the market, what we should be thinking. So what do you think, we should be thinking clearly as, a market? What should we be thinking of the market?
Thinking of the markets, you're saying?
Yes.
First, you need to accept things that this is how markets behave. Markets are inefficient. Markets are probabilistic. Markets are not perfect at all. Markets will react to every news which exists. Market will react to news which don't exist also. But how should you start? You should start by understanding yourself, what I said some time back. I think you should start understanding your goals, more importantly, that why are you investing? And if you have various reasons to invest, then create different portfolios for all reasons. For example, if you want to invest because you want to learn trading, तो अगर आपको 100 रुपये 10 रुपये ट्रेडिंग के लिए अलग रख दो, करो, चाहे जीरो हो जाएगा, पर आप एटलीस्ट सीखोगे. आपको लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टिंग सीखना है, बॉन्ड सीखने हैं, कमोडिटीज सीखना है, एलोकेट सम मनी टू एवरीथिंग. ओनली प्रॉब्लम हैपन्स अर्नव ऑन द एक्सट्रीम्स. जब आपको लगता है कि बॉस मुझे तो सब आ गया, अभी मैं सारा पैसा ट्रेडिंग में डाल दूंगा, तो 100 का 100 रुपये डाल दिया और वहाँ पर दिक्कत हो गई. 100 का 100 रुपये कमोडिटी में डाल दिया तो प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा. So I think that is where most of the youngsters also go wrong, that you take very large bets on one single thing. Don't take large bets on one single thing. Take small bets on various things. So that way automatically you are diversifying, and most importantly you will learn a lot. Second, I think you should invest a lot on educating yourself rather than anything else. I think people need to read more. A lot of people are investing today because they have read on Twitter or Instagram, or somebody will listen people like me on podcast and they start this thing. I think before you start investing, I think one should read quite a lot. Read about history, read about cycles, read about behavioral thing, and there are brilliant books to learn from. And then slowly you will start knowing yourself much better, and then you can take decision where to take larger bets. But usse bhi pehle, Arnav, I think one should spend most of the time and efforts on building their career. Investing can't be your full-time career. If it is full-time career, then it is good, very good. तो उसके लिए आप CFA कीजिए, CA कीजिए, so that you know the technical know-hows also. But I've also seen people not concentrating a lot on their career. If not investing as a full-time career, if you have something else, that is where you should invest more time and give your money to professionals who can manage your money. But learn side by side and then have the right balance.
Got it.